Hey everyone, welcome back today on my channel here on In the Kitchen with Sandy. How you like that? We're gonna be making, sorry, I'm like crazy hungry. We're gonna be making another fabulous one pot dinner, one pot meal, one pot lunch, whatever you wanna make it for. If you wanna make it for breakfast, it's gonna be a one pot breakfast. But today we're gonna be making a very simple but delicious taco pasta, Mexican pasta, whatever you want to call it. It is so easy to make. It is absolutely so full of flavor that I think that your family is absolutely going to love it. It just requires a few ingredients that I'm sure you already have on hand. I already have them on hand. Did not have to go to the store to film this for you, so I'm tickled to death over that. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let me show you what I got going on in here. I've already started browning some ground chuck here. This is about a pound of ground chuck. Feel free to use some ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever your little heart desires if you want to, you know, make it a little bit more healthy for you. But I've already browned this, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some to this. I've got about a medium onion just diced, and I've got some garlic. I'm going to add that to there, to my pot here. I am not a lefty. Look at that. That hand's got that. Look at that. I can't use that hand. I'm just going to combine this really well, and we're just going to continue to let this cook just for about another 3 or 4 minutes, and just until the onions start becoming nice and soft and translucent, and that garlic is just bursting with flavor. Oh, it already smells amazing in here. I love the smell of garlic and onions together. Now, this is, like I said, this is very simple to make. We're also going to add into this, once we get our onions and our garlic where we want them, we're going to add about 4 cups of beef stock into this. Now, you're going to cook your pasta right in here. So you want to make sure that you have, you know, enough liquid in there to cook your pasta. We're also going to use about a cup of milk to make it nice and creamy. Give that a stir. I've got my heat on about medium. We're going to go up just a little bit because we want to get this to start boiling. And then I'm also going to add just a 14.5 ounce can of petite diced tomatoes. All goes in one pot, just the way I like it. And then we're also going to throw in one of the diced chilies, green chilies. This is a 4 ounce can. Go ahead and toss that in there. Oh, I got to get every one of those out. I got to get every one of those out. I love green chilies. I think they flavor things up so well. Give it a stir. Oh, it smells so good already. And then in here is, I've got like a little magical blend of, I've got some chili powder, some cumin, minced onion, and a little bit of garlic powder. This is about a tablespoon of the chili powder. This is about a teaspoon and a half of cumin, another tablespoon of garlic powder, and a tablespoon of, pull it out, girl, pull it out. What is that? Minced onions, minced onions. I can't believe that. I cannot believe, I use these all the time. I cannot believe that I forgot what I had in there. Oh, it smells so good. So good. And then just go ahead and combine that. See how quick and easy this is. The longest that it takes is for, honestly, probably just to get the ingredients out. Very minimal chopping, just your onions and your garlic. And you just can't beat this. Can't beat it for a good dinner on a nice chilly day, chilly evening. And if you make enough of it, leftovers are amazing. I need some more pepper in there. I don't have enough pepper in my grinder. I think I might have some. I'm not going to add any additional salt because our beef broth is salty. I'm going to give that a stir. We're also going to add about a cup of milk, I can't even see that, into this as well. I recommend whole milk because, well, I just do. Just because I do. Now, I do recommend the whole milk because I think that when you're cooking with whole milk, it makes your dishes a lot creamier. If you have heavy whipping cream on hand, you could use that as well. It would be amazing. Y'all know I love cooking with heavy whipping cream. This is simply all you do. We're going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to let it cook for just a few minutes just to make sure those onions get nice and soft. We're going to add our pasta in there. Let me show you what I'm using. I've got some medium shells here that we're going to use today. And if I don't find that that's enough, because I only have like less than half a box of that, we're going to use these, you know, these are my favorite ones to not pronounce right. Or a shetty, because they take the same amount of time to cook as the shells do. So we'll probably end up doing a combination if I feel that I need more pasta than the shells that we're using. All right, I'm gonna clean my mess up here, put my milk in the refrigerator, let that come up to a boil, and then we're gonna add our pasta, and then we're gonna put a lid on and let it cook for, I don't know, about 8-9 minutes, however long it takes for the pasta to get done. And then we're gonna add some cheese, some delicious cheese. This has been cooking for about 10 minutes, and I like to let it cook for a little bit before I add my pasta to it, just to make sure all the flavors are nice and married together. Plus, that also gives an opportunity for the ground meat of whatever you're using to break down even smaller. I like my meat to, well, there's a hunk of it. I like my meat to, you know, be nice and little. I don't like big hunks of meat in this. And the longer you cook it, the more that ground beef, ground chuck is going to cook down. Now, we're gonna go ahead and add our pasta. This is about 3 cups of pasta, and like I said, we are using a combination of the large shells and the orecchiette. Is that how you pronounce that? Because I had just a little bit of each, and like I said, they both require about the same amount of cooking time. So we're going to bring this back up to a boil, and then we're going to place the lid on it and let it cook for about 8 to 9 minutes, and then we're going to add the cheese to it, and it's going to be so good. All right, this has been cooking for about 8 or 9 minutes, and it is almost done. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and add our cheese in there. And you guys, you can get creative, you know, you can add any type of cheese you would like to add in there. Today I'm going to be adding some Mexican style 4 cheese blend, and I'm also going to add some sharp cheddar. I'm going to add some sharp cheddar. And there's my dogs. And you know what would really be good in this is maybe some little Monterey Jack. A little Monterey Jack would be good in it. It'd be amazing. And look at my dogs. They're waiting for some cheese. I always throw them some cheese. They know the sounds of everything in this house, trust me. And then just combine that in there. Now I'm going to let this cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to be ready to serve this up. Look at that. Look how delicious that looks. And it's gotten nice and thick, and it's just going to continue to thicken as it sits. I let it cook for about 10 minutes, and then I put the cheese in it and let it cook for an additional 2 or 3 minutes, and then I turned it off and just set it on the back of the stove. Now we're going to add a little bit of parsley for color, just because it needs a little bit of color, don't you think? And the lighting here is terrible. Absolutely terrible today. It is cold and rainy. It's a perfect fall day for this big old pot of deliciousness. Look at that. Mmm. Big old piece of cornbread would be good with that. Mexican cornbread. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're gonna go in for a taste. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so hot. Mmm. Man. That is so good. Gotta have another bite. Hot. Let me tell you something. That is absolutely amazing. You can taste, to make my nose run, you can taste it's very pronounced. You can taste the cumin in it. Amazing. I love cumin. And coupled with the tomatoes and the little diced green chilies and just everything together makes it absolutely wonderful. It is such a bright dish. I think that your family is absolutely going to love this. And like I said, you could use any type of pasta you wanted to use with this, but the shells just seem to, just something magical about just getting all that delicious, brothy, soupy type cheesy deliciousness just loaded inside of that shell. Mmm. Man. It is so good. So, so good. I'm going to get me a big bowl of this. And I'm going to go sit over there and I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you like this recipe. I hope you give it a try soon. You got to trust me on this. Your family is going to love you for making this. If you have a favorite recipe that you would like featured here on In the Kitchen with Sandy, so you can send it to inthekitchenwithsandy@gmail.com. You never know. Yours might be picked. You know I love you guys so very much. You got to try this. Try it soon. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Take care.